Hi everybody. I feel like I actually haven't been on here in literal months. So I thought I would make a video. I think I'm gonna show all of the lighting. I'm sorry, y'all know I use my phone. I'm gonna show all the houseplants I have acquired and my time missing. There has been a lot going on in my life. My grandma unfortunately has stage 4 dementia, so I had to take a leave of absence from work to take care of her for a few months, and just life, man. So I have definitely not made any videos at all. And this summer too, I wanted to make such fun summer videos, but I have got accumulated a bunch of houseplants in the time being, obviously. So I'm about to show them all. And I mean, it's not even like anybody even follows me or commenting, where have you been, where have you been? But I like it, I enjoy posting it. It's like a little diary. Plants are just it's hard to explain to non-planty people how therapeutic it is to just go around and do your little plant chores, and it just like, I don't know, it just really helps me. It's like therapy, I don't know. I've also been just super busy with the house. As you can see, we put in new windows. That is why this blank drywall is just bare. You probably wouldn't have even noticed that if I didn't point it out, but I do, so I have to point it out. I might have to turn the overhead light on. No. I hate overhead lights. Okay, it'll just be dark. But yeah, that is why the kitchen looks so ratchet. So first, I think this is where I should film it. I might just take the camera around with me too. You guys know I am a Hoya girly. I have got a bunch of new Hoyas, and I have actually become a new type of girly for a few different type of plants. So yeah, I'm kind of do it random, whatever comes first. I'm gonna do them in categories. So first is ferns. I know, ferns. Who would have thought? First, over here in this cute little plant stand. Is that not adorable? The lighting is really, really freaking terrible. Okay. This is a bird's nest fern, and I wanted the pot. It was a clearance plant. This is, you're gonna keep seeing me doing my tap, tap, tap. This was a clearance plant, but I really, really have been enjoying her, and it's an epiphytic cacti, which I have found that I like. Then, next, we have
rabbit foot,
which I absolutely adore. This little thing, this creepy little thing. No, it's not. I said bird's nest. This is rabbit foot. I need to slow down. I drank too much coffee. I love this creepy little thing. It's called a rabbit foot fern because look at the little rabbit's feet. It is in a nursery pot inside the terracotta because I do think it would dry out too fast otherwise. But I absolutely adore the rabbit foot fern. Might have to change locations after ferns. It is such like a planty plant. I don't know. Just such a planty plant to have in your house. And next, as you can you see hanging over here, my asparagus fern. I'll go get that down. It's in a beaded planter. Look how cute it is before I take it down in the beaded planter. And the asparagus fern is such a whimsical plant, probably the most whimsical plant I've ever seen. This must live in Dr. Seuss's world, or the Lorax or something. And I actually just went to Lowe's today and got another one because it was in a sale pot that I wanted. Gets me every time, but another asparagus fern. And oh, you can see it really good right here. I might put them in the same pot pot them up together. And I need to find like a little shallow dish because it's giving very bonsai. Yeah, this is in the Lorax. This is in the Dr. Seuss universe. And it is a part of the asparagus family. Actually not a fern at all, but it is labeled as asparagus fern. I think I'm going to move the camera because this lighting is shite. Maybe if I just bring it really close. It's my windows that's doing it, but I want the windows in it. Okay, let's try something different. Probably going to see me splice in me in different locations with the same category of plant. Like I have another fern outside that I want to show, but I'm gonna wait until I'm outside. So this is much better lighting. Ignore my cats like to get up here and lay in these baskets. A little mess. We have a new little setup over here. The next category of plants is Tillandsia, which shocked me. I didn't know I was a Tillandsia girly. So like I mentioned, the windows are very unfinished. We just installed them, so we still need to caulk and then redo the wall right here. But up here we have a few. These are, I have 3 Tillandsia Caput Medusa. This is Juncofolia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. In this little basket we have an Iontha and then 2 more Caput Medusae. Over here we have a Xerographica. This is the king or queen of air plants. This is a pretty small one. I actually have 2 of those. I will show you the smaller one in a second. Over here, these are going to be water vessels, but I just stuck, I think these are brachy something. I had to stick them here. I don't even know why I stuck them here. Heresii, another type of Iontha that is sun stressing. Look at those little, what are they called, trichomes? I also didn't mention that I am planning on mounting all of these to a piece of driftwood or something of the sort, so I will make a video doing that. Over here in this window it's just so teensy weensy. This little tiny small Xerographica. These are the, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure the right word, mimic air plants. There's 2 different types of air plants, the dry climate air plants and then the wet climate. I think this is the Xerographica are dry climate air plants, but it is so small. If you guys are unfamiliar with air plants, they can, or the Xerographica in particular, I'm not kidding, like I've seen them like this big around. But that one's so cute and small. And then, where is it? Oh, it's over here. This is another Caput Medusae. I don't even know if I'm saying the air plant names right. I'm like down pat with the Hoyas, with the philodendrons, with the Ripsalis. Air plants and ferns are new territory. This has a flower stalk. So it's drying upside down over there on this little rack that I have. And air plant blooms are extremely beautiful. If you haven't seen them, you need to look them up. For such a little tiny plant that just sits on nothing, the blooms are incredible. It's time for Hoyas. My favorite part, my favorite plant. First, we will start with Hoya inglianara. This is growing like a weed for me. I just took some props to sell from this one, and it is shooting out a bunch of new growth. I cannot wait for this to be long and trailing. It was completely unrooted when I got it, and as you can see, it's down to the bottom now. I really love I'm on a little leaf foliage kick. But this is Hoya inglianara. Also, there's not that much information about this Hoya, I feel like, that I've searched about. So if you guys have any tips or recommendations for me, lighting, watering, please let me know in the comments. I can't remember if I had this last time. Needs watered. Last time I made a video. This is Hoya Pandorata Silver. This is absolutely stunning. I cannot wait for this to get big and branch out. I'm itching to chop it so it starts to branch out, but I want it to get big. I got it as just this single leaf cutting, and I definitely need to water her. I also got Hoya Passiflora. This one has been on my wish list for a long time. I have another very, very small 3-leaf plant outside right now, and I am a sucker for like lance longleaf foliage, like the Retusa and the Linearis. If anybody also has any tips for the Passiflora, please let me know. This was completely unrooted when I got it, and now it is growing quite fast. Over here, again, unfinished windows. I will say it, I will say it, I will say it. Look at the Matilda splash showing off. Can you guys see? Okay, she was ready to go. Let me go ahead and just... Okay, anyways, over here we have a new Hoya in my favorite planty corner. This is Hoya lambii, or is it Lambi? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. This is a small leaf clone. This is from Gardino Nurseries. I don't know if they specifically made a small leaf clone or if it's already out there, but needs a little water. I have it on an acrylic trellis that is completely unraveled in my big Retusa up there. Right. Hoya Palm Siam Ruby. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. This is from Gardino Nurseries as well, and I really like it. A lot of people don't like it because the what is it called, edema that it gets. It's known to get edema, but it is I feel like a Hoya that not a lot of people have. I think mine might be getting a little bit too much light. This one needs watered as well, but very veiny, dark green Hoya. This couple of Hoya will be in my very, very, very sad IKEA Acrobar that I do not know what to do with. It kind of just has a bunch of props and rehabs in there. Also, anyone ever read Never Whistle at Night? Scary book. This is Hoya Rosita seedling. Some may say it looks like a gracilis, but it is not. It is the Hoya Rosita seedling that has pubescent leaves, and it does have a new growth point coming out. We have Hoya Rebecca in this cloche rooting up. Little cloches, I feel like just such a little, I don't know, botanist. Over here we have Hoya Whymenii. Please, 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 anybody, if you own this Hoya, what do I do? I think it's rooted, but I'm scared to check. I don't want to take it out of here. It was supposed to come to me already rooted, but it unfortunately had rot. And this usually, my IKEA Acrobar usually is the trick to root anything up, but this one's not budging. Big Hoya Whymenii that I see, I dream of it. That's all I want. I just want it to grow. Nothing else new in my bedroom, but Hoya elliptica with its probably 10th penduncle that I hope does not burst. I've gotten one flower to last for me for one day, and I'm keeping up with watering. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but she's trying again. 3 are in my little makeshift greenhouse that I have. So I'm going to get them out because the greenhouse looks a mess. These were all unrooted cuttings. This is Incrostada Moonshadow. Also, please help with especially these two. This is Pachyclada X Parasitica. They are completely rooted. This one especially, it has shown no sign. Oh, as soon as I say that, I need to take that pin out. There is new growth. Okay. This one has shown no sign, the Pachyclada X Parasitica. It is also completely rooted. And then I got a, is this globulosa? I think it's globulosa. I could be wrong on that one, which I'm usually not, but for some reason I feel like I am. This one put out this new leaf for me recently. Okay, that's Splash. Really excited about this. I don't remember if in the last video I had it or not, but we got one. We got an IKEA greenhouse, the Millsbow Tall. My boyfriend surprised me on my birthday. They don't sell or ship in the state I live in. I live in West Virginia, and he had his friend that lived in Pittsburgh bring it all the way from there. So I'm just so in love with it. Just look how peaceful she looks. Ignore the broken PlayStation. My cats knocked over my boyfriend's PlayStation this morning. Not a good morning to say the least. I do want to make a full video just on this, redoing it. It's pretty empty right now. Usually down here I keep plants that I sell, so it is empty right now because I just sold all of them, but I want to make a full video completely revamping it and redoing it. A lot of my favorite new ones are in this one that I'm extremely happy to talk about. I officially have a new obsession. It starts with a P and it ends with the ings. It's terrible. Just keep it with the Hoyas right now. This is Hoya RHM 2312 that is growing like crazy. I just had to take the cloche off. I love all the RHM varieties. I have several now, a handful now. That is my newest one. Over here, special little box. It's definitely, I need to repot because it is completely rooted. I was scared it wasn't going to root. This is Hoya Carii with a C, C-A-R-I-I, the Heartleaf Velvety Hoya. I am so thrilled that this rooted for me because they can be temperamental, I've heard, but look at her go. I need to do a repotting video soon because I am seeing that I have a lot of repots to do. But this Hoya is just beautiful. Once that grows big, I'm sure that will be one of my favorites. This can probably stay off now to get used to regular ambient. This is Hoya tangongensis. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I was very nervous about this one rooting up too because they can be very temperamental rooting. I got these both at the same time, so very stressful, but it rooted up perfectly fine and is probably ready to be repotted. I do not see any signs of new growth pushing out. I think everybody calls this like the easier serpens variety. If anybody has any tips on either of these, the Carii or the tangongensis, please let me know. Okay, it is my favorite part. I am so excited to show everybody my new obsession, pings. I have created my own little pingdom in this bowl that I thrifted. We have Pinguicula purette and Pinguicula Emarginata X Wavaensis. I'm so bad at these names since they're so new to me. This flower, I am not kidding you, has been on there. Can I get it to focus? For probably going on 2 months now. I did not know they bloomed that long. And they have caught so many gnats that were in here. You can see the dead gnats doing their job. I watered with distilled water. And then, even better, I have another pingdom. This one has Pinguicula Weser. Those are the bigger ones. Sorry, I only have 2 hands. A purette in the middle. I just went on a 2-day vacation and came back to that. So I might take a leaf and prop. We have, that's the Emarginata ex Wavensis. Someone please correct me in the comments. I know I'm saying it wrong. That was a leaf pulling propagation that I stuck in here recently. But I am in love with pink. I don't think in my last video I had my Hoya Rosita yet. And to be clear, the one that was in the Acrobar, the Rosita seedling, that is, I think it's an unknown variety. I want to say, I could be wrong, unsolicited plant talks made that seedling. It's different from the regular Rosita. And that's pretty much all I know about that plant. I think it's pretty, like, mysterious. Another little Hoya bloom. This Hoya needs water. This is Lacinosa mint. I love the little just 7 blooms, like a perfect little daisy. Ignore the siding out there. We've been also putting up new siding on our house. Okay. I used to love these back when I was first getting into houseplants and didn't properly know how to take care of them. These are Lithops. So I would just like to show off my new propagation bins, how neat and tidy they are. Shout out Wild Fern for posting about making cute acrylic propagation bins other than just the ugly Tupperware ones. And my Bertonier, Species Affinity Bertonier there is making a mess as always. Also, I just saw one of my propagations, I guess, are blooming in there. But they are just so neat and tidy and put together. Yeah, these are my Lithops. Like I said, I used to love these when I was first getting into plants. You know how it goes, you get into succulents first and then it spins off from there. I didn't properly know how to take care of them, but I do now. And I actually got, I say that and this one is struggling, but I love how I did this one. I actually got seed pods from all of these Lithops. They had seed pods on them. Looked up how to get the seeds out. You put them in, I put them in a water thing. I actually think I took a video of it, but never posted it. And they're sprouting. They're outside in a little Tupperware bin right now, and they're sprouting. So, call me freaking scientist. This one, I put a bunch of crystals in there. And this one, I did the same. This one actually has a little teensy tiny baby in there. Tell me if you see it. It's very hidden. That is all inside plants that I have that are new. I'm probably wrong. I'll probably realize after. But we're going to head outside now, and I'm just now realizing how much new plants I've got and what I'm gonna do when fall comes, when I have to bring them all back in. We still have all of the babes, all of the foster babes I ended up keeping. This is deaf baby Bowie. Sorry I startled you. This is the deaf foster that I did end up keeping, you guys. His name is Bowie, after David Bowie, of course. His first name's Doctor because he is a mad scientist. Aren't you, buddy? I am outside and there is a lot out here. My banana tree is going crazy this summer. On this plant stand, we have a few newbies. This is Hoya carnosa freckles. Another RHM 2312. A Polyneura Broguette. I don't know if it's a Broguette or silver. I'm starting to think it is a silver now. She's getting very top heavy and starting to branch out. I have Hoya over here that was struggling at a big buck store. There was actually a black widow that lived in here a couple weeks ago. Philodendron campii. I'm sorry about all the cicadas. I do love the lance leaves on this. This is gonna take up a lot of area space when I bring it inside. And I finally found a epiphytic, some call it fern leaf cactus. I've seen it called shark tooth cactus. I've seen it called a lot of things. But I'm very happy about this. And another epiphytic cacti. This is the beaver tail epiphytic cacti. I brought it out here because, as you can see, it seems a little dehydrated, but the mature ones of these, definitely, you can tell why they're called beaver tail. The cicadas are crazy, and I know I'm not gonna be able to put background music on this video. I have no storage. Anything else new? I don't think so over here. And this is my big problem. I have no clue where I am going to put this inside when everybody has to come inside, but I got my hands on a very nice sized Thai constellation. This is the newest leaf, I believe. Yes, this is the newest leaf. And then back here is my Prezzo Verde. And I was skeptic about this being a heat-driven variegated plant, but these are the winter leaves, and these are the summer leaves. This is the newest leaf, so definitely heat-driven. Over here, the only thing new is this ladyfingers cactus, and this, I think it's a Gastera aloe hybrid. Oh, here are the lithops. The leaves in the summer are crazy. These are the lithops that are sprouting. Can you believe that? I knew what I was signing up for with a maidenhair fern, and I'm learning. I have her wicked in water. She does have new growth coming out, and I think spores even, but also some dead leaves up here. I need to transition this one inside, and I do not have faith in that. And look how massive my obovata has gotten. My newer asparagus fern, I took a clip earlier this morning when I got it that I'll add in of what happened. The get up is insane, but I just went and picked up this asparagus fern at Lowe's. It was in a cute planter. I took it out of it. And I was like picking at it, trying to pull its like fronds out. I thought that they were just stuck in there. And then I was like, wait a second. I think this is potted upside down. Look at this, y'all. What happened here? I don't even know how to repot this back up. That's the bottom. That's the top. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it is completely upside down. Okay. And I picked this one because it was like nice and bushy. And in reality, it was just jumbled up. Okay. Well. Also, these gardening overalls, they're everything. I want to make an entirely separate video talking about this. These are all of my cold hardy succulents. Hens and chicks are one of my favorite cold hardy succulents that I have kept for years now. My grandma kept them and always cursed at them because they would never die. But I absolutely love them. And I have a few different types in here. These ones are starting to put out babies. There's a bunch of cold hardy sedum in here as well. This is another cold hardy sedum that bloomed and blasted. I might chop this because it's kind of messing up the feng shui. I think this is lemon coral sedum that is cold hardy as well. We have more sempervivum. I really love cold hardy succulents. I love having succulents, being able to have succulents outdoors in the winter where I live. So I do want to make a video on cold hardy succulents, and this is my little garden on my patio. And I do have a bunch more that were rotting that I saved from the big box store that need potted up. This is the cobweb variety. I can't think of the scientific name right now. Sedum in here too. And then over here I just have my little planted basket of hens and chicks. I probably need to pot this because they're getting way too big, but look how cute they look in this little basket. Grass needs cut, but I just had to show this. I had a pumpkin rot over here in my garden, and I've tried to control it. I've bought a gate. I have a full-on pumpkin patch. Here is the biggest pumpkin I have right now. I don't know how this is going to go, but I hope this fall I have a very spooky pumpkin-filled fall. And that is the end of the video. I'm sure there is plants that I have gotten and forgot about that I didn't add, but oh well, that was enough. Yeah, welcome back after, I don't know, a year, how long it's been. No, it's probably only been like 6 months. And again, it's not like anybody was like, where are you? Like, I have like 2 followers, but I enjoy making these videos, and bye. I'm done, but I realized I didn't show the rest of the babies. So Junie Bob is still doing good. Mr. Miles is still doing good. My crazy little mad scientist Bowie is doing good and officially adopted, aren't you? Our very, very, very bad girl, Gigi, is still in foster, but you think we can work something out? And Boogie, my boogeyman, is with his dad today because she was bad today and stressed him out, and he doesn't like bad. He doesn't like bad at all. He likes rules.